Now then, so to start off, I really appreciate you all from the last video, like voting on the poll and commenting and all those kinds of things. Did help me out to get some kind of perspective on you all because obviously I only get the analytics kind of side. It's just numbers. I don't have much of an insight into like what you all kind of like to see, so that really helped out. And from the looks of it, I think people were kind of happy with the schedule as is, which is great to be honest. Looks like I hit a nice balance. So yeah, I'll stick to doing 3 videos, and I'll try and squeeze in some streams. I've maybe been doing like sort of one a month when I feel like it, but I kind of want to do a few more. Maybe start out like once a week, something like that. Maybe we'll see. Um, I'd rather not tie myself to a schedule with it, just kind of do it when I feel like it. So if you follow me over on Twitch, which is in my description, you can see when I'm online and that kind of thing if you want to swing by for that. Now for this video, I am absolutely burnt out with this season. I don't think I'm the only one. I know a lot of people feel that way because of the current state of the meta, and I think, yeah, I'm kind of fed up with playing against relics at the moment because not a whole lot you can do. Even like super control decks just kind of can't deal with the point slam, which is a little concerning when a heavy control deck doesn't just outright counter point slam. But is what it is. We'll have a patch in about a week or so, so we'll see how it looks after that. But I was planning to go for top 500. I was well on track for it, and yeah, just completely burnt out from it. So instead, I'm just jamming some vampires. My absolute favorite archetype, and we're doing typical vampires things. I think it's kind of hard to get a vampires list wrong. It's not super strong at the moment, but I mean it's fun to play. There's not a great deal of Erdon running about, so things like Oriana have the potential to stick. Obviously you got to be a bit mindful for the Karathi and that kind of thing, but I do kind of like this list of going like diversion for the non-diversion, sorry, for the Unseen Elder to just act as a bleed engine rather than getting that 2 points a turn thing. And that allows us to run those non-diversion cards that we kind of want, tutors to get things out and things like Maxi, to ensure that we draw the things we're looking for. And I mean, I've just been enjoying it. I've kind of resigned myself to the point where I'm like, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to play vampires, and if I can get an Oriana to a stupid height, then all good, all good. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the games. As always, the deck lists and everything is in a big spreadsheet below. If you want to get any that have been in my videos or anything I've just kind of been playing either on stream or off just in my own time and stuff, they're all in there. Um, and also another shameless plug. The membership is now active on my account. So if you click the join button below, you can get access to some more perks. I'm going to be doing some member exclusive videos and that kind of thing soon. And it's only 99p, cheapest I could set. I wanted to kind of have something set up like that, so I could do, because I could do like sub badges and emotes and all those kind of things. But I didn't want to set it as some like £10 a month or something stupid. So yeah, 99p was the cheapest I could do for you. So yeah, enough rambling. I'll get into the videos. All right, no fun allowed. I realize I've kind of handicapped myself a little bit. Because I played like relics for like 20 games. To get up to like 2500, and obviously that's kind of set me up in a bad position because now I want to play stupid stuff at like quite a high rank, and it's going to be pain. This hand's really nice though. We have a lot of the stuff we want, but I think we want to find some cheaper stuff. And a little bit expensive, a little bit expensive. That's perfect draw though, for the Bruettes. Did consider putting in a Krant here actually. I think it's something I consider, but provisions are getting super tight. I'd rather have the current in here, to be honest. What did they do? Diplomacy. Fair, fair, fair. I mean, we can just open with Nekarat. That's fine. Trip down Narcospore. Maybe we just go Garcane, actually. I don't imagine this sticks for a great deal of time, but or maybe it does. Maybe it does. And at least while we can get this ticking. I also really prefer Garcanes to Fledders. I just don't run Fledders in Vampires because I think they're not that great, to be honest. Just the way they're kind of set up doesn't really work out all that great because you're setting up a lot of bleeding, which means it basically results in you having a lot of units come down, get bleeding, and Fledders just get a load of what's the word? Get a load of vitality that they just don't get use out of. I was also going to talk about it kind of reminded me with me saying I played some relics, in that like I have a little bit of advice for you all, you know, for like ladder and things like that. I see a lot of people are like very like purist about things, like won't play the strongest decks because, and I kind of understand it, think, you know, it's like it's cheesy or whatever, because it's, you know, the strongest things on ladder, which I think is fair enough. But I would advise you to, you know, actually try these decks, because what that sort of allows you to do is when you come up against them on ladder, you actually have an understanding of how the deck works. So it may seem like relics, it's like, oh, things just get tall, but there's finer parts that you're never going to understand unless you play it yourself, basically. And that's what I typically try to do a lot of the time, is kind of play these decks and get a feel for what's going on with them. And like with relics is a perfect example of that, where I don't particularly enjoy playing relics, but I was like, well, you know, it can't hurt. It can't hurt to give it a try, and obviously it did very well, which I don't think should be all that surprising to absolutely anybody. But yeah, it gives you a bit of a better insight into what's going on in the game, rather than running up against these lists and going on guesswork. I mean, we can literally just take this pass now, right? Let's just take a short round. I'm kind of fine with that. I'm kind of fine with a draw there, to be honest. We take those. I'd be more hesitant if we didn't have the absolute god hand. I mean, we don't need maxing out. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think we... Like, do we even... We could, like, risk for Gale, but I don't even think we bother. Because, like, we maybe pull Cape Troll, we maybe pull Oriana. Not too sure. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I do go first, which isn't ideal. So we maybe just kind of say, ah, Oriana's not happening. But then Cape Troll probably gets purified. Oriana always gets answered, but then so does Unseen Elder, but then so does everything else. So guess I maybe should have thought about the proactivity side of things, but it's okay, we can set that up there. We probably play onto this row, we then play Dettlaff here, fill up that row, we have Blood Moon going for most of the game. That's the plan anyway. Bribery. Bribery for Unseen Elder. They probably have Devotion, don't they? Yeah, they do. Well, I never. Alright, we can use a charge there. Just get this off the board nice and quick. It also sets up really nice for next turn. We can just Gale, kill that. Gale comes down to 10, kills an engine. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Not bad. Not bad at all. Snap and done. So yeah, we'll just real quick deal with that. And what we'll probably look to do, play Unseen Elder, Oriana, maybe. have last say, but I mean, we have a 10, so Oriana's not going to get super tall when you look at this kind of bald state. So, you know, if this gets controlled away, I'm probably not too sad, to be honest. Probably not too sad at all. Did consider running Proto Fleder as well, for that sort of stacking up the blood scent and then just hit it down for 9, but I think you need to do that in diversion, to be honest. Mainly because without Unseen Order, you're just not going to get the points in time. You can lose the value very, very quickly. Yeah, but this is okay. Mainly because their Terra Nova's not hitting a great deal of things. Next turn we probably just Royal Decree for an Oriana. A little sad. That's why I usually play Carapace, to be honest. I went full role playing with the leader and stuff, but it's what it is, I guess. It's what it is. Now is the time to go in. I misordered this slightly. If we'd have used up the leaders earlier, we would have got an extra tick of bleeding from Oriana, but it's okay. It's okay, we've got 10 and then 12. Rest consumes fine. So we could hit that for 4. But I mean, ultimately it dies pretty much regardless of how this ends up. Or we can Whisper to kill a... what's it called? A similar engine. There. We'll see what goes on here. Yep. Alright, so now we pray a little bit. Got a bad play? Probably not. Not too bad though. Not too bad. Bit of a mistake boosting that up, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a massive mistake actually boosting that up. Yeah, because if we boosted something else, I completely forgot about that, to be honest. That's on me. That one's on me. Now then, so some of the more eagle-eyed among you will recognise that I've got a different shirt on and stuff today, because I'm recording this like this game day after, because I played like 4 games with this and got like 4 losses in a row and kind of dipped out because, as I was kind of saying, don't really enjoy the meta too much at the moment. But I was like, no, we'll give the deck another try, because I think it deserves that. I think it's good. I've slept on it as well, thinking about it. I'm like, maybe this combination's not too great with the... I think against relics, like, we have a lot of opportunities with how tall Oriana can get, because the only real way to deal with it is to lock it, and we have a Purify for that. Problem is the Nilfgaard matchup. Nilfgaard's just a pain to deal with. We really struggle to deal with them. There's a lot of Nilfgaard about at the moment. Well, you know, we'll see what we can get done. See what we can get done. As I say, I'm just playing this for a bit of fun. I really enjoy playing vampires, and like I don't care too much about the win rate at the moment. Because as I say, not well injured. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not doing it. I've also just bought Monster Stories 2 because I played the first one. Beautiful game. It's basically Pokemon, but better than Pokemon. Pokemon that does Pokemon. Pokemon that does Pokemon better than Pokemon, I think is the best description I can give. This game's really, really good. I've been really enjoying it. I think I'm probably going to do a video on it, to be honest. The game's really good. Because I am a big, big simp for Monster Hunter. like arguably my favorite franchise. Like beats The Witcher, beats Total War, beats anything. Like Monster Hunter is just the one for me. And if you've not tried Monster Hunter, like you need to try it, man.
Do I enjoy torture?
It's creme de la creme.
A bit.
But this is looking like a nice little start, isn't it? Get plenty of bleeding set up, get an engine set up. Kind of surprising how many points these Necrats going to kick out, to be fair. You know, at the moment they're representing like 2 points a turn. Because there's enough bodies on the board for them to actually bleed. It's just that weird thing of because it's kind of staggered, it doesn't feel like it's that much, but I promise you it is. I promise you it is. Yep, and the next turn we can Necro bleed, 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 all that fun stuff. Or they can just pass on 6, which we're kind of fine with. They will bleed, bleed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 plus 4, 14. That's plenty for us. And we don't even got a card down. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Not sure I agree with their pass on 6. So that's some. I've never really talked. I don't think I've talked about this too much, but like the 10-point pass, it's we'll take this as a little lesson for you all here. So like when to pass in round 1. If you're on red coin, because you have that opportunity to basically control when the pass is, in that, like, because your opponent is typically not going to pass before you do. You know, sometimes that's not true, but most of the time you're always going to be up a card, so you can kind of choose, like, when you're on 7 cards, they'll be on 6, and you can say, okay, I want out the round. You kind of have control over that, and the risk of you going a card down or losing on even is a lot lower. Passing on 6 is typically not good. Passing on 5 is really good if you're looking for a long round, because your opponent goes down to 4 cards, and then they can dry pass, and you go to a long round. But the problem with passing on 6 is you get this situation where they have 9 cards. It allows me to play something, so it gives me the option to play my carryover things. So, looking at this is not good, because we don't see any of this. So basically what this situation has allowed me, if they'd have, you know, waited one more, they pass when they're on 5, I pass on 4, for example, winning the round. Unless I was bleeding, I wouldn't be able to get away with playing Maxi here, so I'd never get the value of playing Maxi, so then our hand is dog shit going forwards. And it's that kind of thing of, it's surprising the kind of impact it can make. Now, do we want a long round? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I mean, we could go Unseen Elder, but then we're just making the Terra Nova better, actually. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't want a long round. We do want a long round, sorry. Since, you know, what we've kind of got going on here is we've really limited what Terra Nova is going to give. Obviously, they can give Spying later on with like a fair card or something. But as things stand at the moment, I think it's only a Neckarat that they can get. Okay. This is a bit better. Because we have Wispess, I think we just chuck the Crimson Curse and we'll pull it with Wispess. Crafty is very nice. Crafty is very nice. Problem is these 3 are really good in the matchup. The next 3 cards, this is at the bottom, so we're basically flipping a coin on getting an Alp, Beast of Blood, Natural Selection, or one of our good golds. And I'm just going to take the coin flip. It was worth it. It was worth it. And we probably will be delaying Unseen Elder because we really don't want them to have access to, like, getting some form of copy of that, you know, whether that's through giving it Spying in Terra Nova, whether that's through like a leader and a coup, you know, anything like that. We just don't want to give them that opportunity, so we'll probably delay it a little bit. This is pretty good. I can't really complain about the hand when we have an all gold, and obviously we missed these two, so we are going to have to pick between them. But you know, is what it is. Is what it is. I was going to say that's a good parasite, but I thought that's just going to be emissary. Like genuinely, we could just craft through that. I actually don't mind that. Because we're requiring proactivity from them, which is really good. Because that's what Nilfgaard just struggles with, is like finding a way to actually do something when there's not stuff on the board. I mean, sure, we have a 1-power unit, but you know.
What is truth if not an illusion?
Suffering ennobles, friend. Will be a count once I'm done.
I'll Gale to kill that, actually. A lot of value in that. Killing an assimilator engine plays as a 9. It plays as a 10, sorry. That's why I actually put Gale in, purely because Vigo's getting played, and also against relics with Caranthea. I mean, obviously it doesn't stop a Mamuna off of Caranthea, but it does deal with a Bloody Mistress Gurney off Caranthea, so he's pretty decent already. You know, dealing 3 damage with bleeding really isn't that difficult. You're going to get a lot of targets where you can get a kill with it, so I like it. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Whispers is fine. Whispers is absolutely fine. Genuinely considering just killing Faircart. But that doesn't feel all that great, to be honest. We'll just go Crimson Curse. Get this down. We could go Whispers to kill that. That might actually have been the play. And that was actually the play, wasn't it? It's alright, we needed to get the Crimson Curse down anyway. We can get the value off this before the Veil units start coming down. Maybe use a Parasite to take out a Veiled unit. Okay, who's this going to be? Never mind about taking out those Veiled units.
I need not spill blood to make
I
you
think that's
suffer
okay.
like never
I think that is okay. Yeah, we'll go for Whispers, and we'll just take out Faircart. Bit of a misplay by them not putting it on the front row. Could have soaked up some of this bleeding. And then I think it might just be... I mean, I think we want to see a coup out before we play Unseen. I think Detlef might be next turn. Detlef might well be next turn. But you know, we can see. This Parasite's for Terra Nova. Kind of what I mean. At the moment, their Terra Nova's really not that great. And they played any way they can get Mage Torturer, so they actually can't give Spine to stuff anymore. And their pool of stuff off Terra Nova really isn't that great, which we're probably going to see now. I think the best choice is like Gale and kill the 1. Oh no, it's just Menno. Yeah. Amnesty's fine. Amnesty's absolutely fine. So yeah, we'll chuck Bleeding on the other row as well. And Bleeding to you as well. It's a shame it didn't hit Menno. I was kind of banking on like Bleeding hitting Menno, so then he'll tick down to 1, so then Detlef gets a kill on it, and it's all fun. It's all fun. They may choose to coup this. I think if they do, we're pretty happy with that, because then we just absolutely slam down Unseen. Oh, yeah. I mean, second Joachim coming out, it means Unseen Elder is only answered by, like, Yember, which actually, I think we just put Cave Troll, thinking about it.
If you believe in any gods, pray to them now.
Do we? Yeah, I think it's Cave Troll. Cave Troll makes sense here. I am mindful that we're delaying Oriana quite a bit, but I really don't like the idea of getting Oriana super tall, because then it just gets clapped away. But I guess if Unseen gets taken, then Oriana doesn't. But this probably actually just gets Vincented, if they have a Vincent. So we'll see. And setting up the bleeding's a little scary. Okay, Vincent's coming out now, that's fine. Because I was gonna say, because Vincent gives them more targets for things like that. But yeah, we'll go Unseen now. Really start putting on some of that pressure. Once he hits that. Yeah. And here comes the Terra Nova.
Sit back and do nothing.
Gale for the one. That's a really good Gale for them. That's really something, isn't it? You'd have actually done this a turn earlier. Bit of a mistake on my part. So yeah, we'll take out the Terra Nova. Go for the Oriana, and then Weavess last. I think there's probably Yenva, but Yenva is always going to get a good target for them. What are they holding on to? Yenva and something. I don't know what's left for them. Answer? Let's have a look at the deck. I think it's just like there's Yenva and something. I'm probably forgetting something really obvious. Oh, an informant. Okay. So yeah, it's Yenva. So if let's say we go for this now. Gives them an 8. This is going to be 8 anyway. Okay, we get more value playing this now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points. Yeah, and that gets Yenbird. Yep. It's a draw, isn't it? The draw. Alright, that's better than the 2 losses. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying vampires. I don't think it's the most competitive list by any means. I think even like this list I'm using isn't quite right. I think it does need a couple of changes. Just trying out a few things. But I mean, it's enjoyable, and that's all I can ask for in this meta that absolutely hurts. So yeah, give it a try if you like me. If you're fed up with the meta, you just want to play something fun. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.